Hi, it's Peter Cutforth here, lead generation specialist for business owners frustrated and overwhelmed with online marketing. Now, today I'm going to talk about the subject of content marketing. Now, before you glaze over with boredom, you probably would have realized if you're doing any kind of online marketing at all, either for yourself or for your business, that most of online marketing boils down to some kind of content. And if you ask most small business owners today what was probably their biggest frustration with online marketing, apart from perhaps saying that they don't know who to trust or who to get to help them that they can trust, the next most important pain point for them would be finding the time to A, learn it, and B, actually execute it. And even if it comes to things like, that you should be doing, like creating regular blog posts and updating your social media and those sorts of things, unless you're a large enough company that you can have a whole team of people in your marketing department to do that, that can be a real challenge to do. And even if you do have those people in place, the fact also is that often, especially if you're a subject matter expert, which most small business owners are, whether you're like an accounting professional or whether you're a tradesperson or whatever you do, you're an expert in your field. And so your marketing department, your marketing manager or the content writers, even if you have a big enough business like that, aren't going to know your subject as well as you do. Your customers and your clients and your prospects actually want to hear from you. They want your expertise and your opinions about current events and things like that. Content and relevant content is extremely important for your business, whether you like it or not. And the fact is that these days, with all the different online channels and all the different ways that people prospects research your products and services before they even come to make a buying decision with you, then the fact is that your business has to be almost like a content production business as well as a business delivering whatever services or products you deliver. Now, in this short video, I'm going to deliver some good news for you, because I'm going to show you how you can take one piece of what I call seed content, which is only going to take you less than 10 minutes or 10 or 15 minutes to make, and you're going to be able to turn that into no less than 32 different pieces of content in different places spread all around the web and the internet, all linking back to your own website. So this is fantastic news for leveraging your time. And I call this method the content leverage method or the content arbitrage method, because it's leveraging or arbitraging a very small amount of time and creating a proportionally massive amount of impact and presence on the web, not only in different platforms where people can, might be browsing around and might come across you, such as, of course, social media. So, for instance, if you don't put your content up on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or those places, then people that are out there on those platforms, they can't possibly find out about you. Whereas if your content is out on those platforms, you increase the opportunities you have for people to come and find you. Now, the challenge is how to do all that without spending hours and hours slaving away, writing content, putting it out on all these places, which is just ridiculous for business owners to be doing all that sort of stuff manually themselves. So this method that I'm going to be teaching you about this video is an introduction, and then subsequent videos and posts will show you how you can get the ultimate leverage to reduce the amount of time that you put in massively, minimize the amount of time you put in, and maximize the return on investment, not only in just the number of blog posts or pieces of content that go out there, but these things can actually produce a real return for you. For instance, if you've got prospects that are kind of just sussing you out or wanting to get to know you a bit. They may not be ready to make a buying decision, and you send them out an email and let them know about a useful blog post. That can be useful to remind them about you and to bring them closer to that point where they're interested in having a discussion with you about doing business with you or purchasing one of your products or that type of thing. So this method is the content arbitrage method, and fundamentally it involves taking one piece of content in one format and doing all sorts of things with that you probably don't currently know about, or you don't know that you could do these things relatively easily and quickly, to massively leverage that content into over 30 instances of content out there on the web, which is fantastic to attract more people and also to get links back to your website, which is going to help your website rankings and so on. So that's a very brief introduction to the concept, and how we're going to do that is over the next weeks I'm just going to be bringing little videos and pieces of content to you, and you're going to actually watch me do this live over my shoulder, if you like, and until we get to the end of the process and I can show you all the actual results, all those pieces of content that have taken me very little time to do it. Now, guess what piece of content we're going to start with as the seed piece of content? Well, you might have guessed. It's this very video that you're watching me doing now. Now, you can no doubt tell that I'm in my mobile video studio at the moment, and I guess I've done a fair bit of presenting on video, so I'm reasonably comfortable with this. This may not suit you at all. I fully get that, and there are many, many different ways I could be actually, and by the way, I'm recording this on my iPhone with just a little microphone here, and the iPhone stuck to the windscreen of my car. I could just as easily do this in my office or in my study at home or out in the garden or anywhere with just $10 or $20 worth of pieces of equipment, like a little stand for my iPhone and some kind of microphone. The important thing is that the sound quality is good, and that you're able to make the video reasonably good quality, but don't get caught up too much with studio quality video, because that's going to be a complete barrier. Remember, it's more important to take action and get things happening than it is to get consumed with perfection and having to get everything perfectly right. So somewhere on the page or under the description in the video, if you're seeing this on YouTube, you should see a little bit more information and a link to, or an actual diagram of a little blueprint, which I just drew out on a piece of paper and took a photo of with my iPhone, and that actually shows you how this whole thing works. And we're going to be exploring this, and I'm going to be demonstrating it to you over the next few weeks. So look forward to joining you as we unfold the content arbitrage process. Catch you then. Bye.